What's up? Welcome back to the channel. First 60 foot. Got them gangster tunes on because we're going to go pick up this gangster ride. Unveiling of the new color for the Camaro on the channel.
Got tired of the silver. Tired of silver.
Boring.
So tired of silver. So I had to switch it up. Had to change it up. Always wanted this color. Ever since I was a kid. So I was gonna do the color on the 68, but I can't wait that long. I can't wait that long because I don't even know when that thing is gonna be done. So
It's time for paint.
yeah, I know. It'll be freaking 20 years from now. So, and I was, I kind of wanted to take some money instead of, as much performance parts, do a little bit on the looks, make it look pretty cool, make it look different than any other 5th gen, so do a color that you never see. And then, maybe do a stall converter this winter, get a little bit quicker.
Getting close, got 2 minutes till arrival.
Yeah, he's been sending me teaser shots all week. Yeah, this thing looks amazing. It's the perfect color, exactly what I was looking for. This way was quicker, way quicker than the other way.
And I can verify the color looks good because I seen it.
Yeah, I think you went above and beyond. What's your first time on the channel?
It's my first time on the channel. Oh, it is. By the way, hey everybody, I'm Nick.
I already put your name on the. I already edited it in the video.
Okay. So, I'm the guy with the broken Mustang that's never on the channel because the Mustang's always broken. Speaking of Mustang, that video is coming in the future. I'll introduce the Mustang to the channel and everybody will be disappointed like I've been my whole entire life. So, like if you want to see the Mustang video. So,
Do a nasty burnout for the channel.
Nice. That'll happen. And then I'll break it, and then I have to fix it, and then I'll do another nasty burnout for the channel.
Swanging.
Some swanging. Like they do out in California. We'll go swanging. Do you see it yet? Is it outside?
It should be outside, yeah.
I don't see it yet.
It should be like right over there. Came in the other way. It is right there. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Damn.
First impression, this car is. Oh my god, that's so sick. Ah!
Oh my god.
That's so sick. Oh wow. He even did the backup sensors.
Wow.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh my
Wrap
god.
the backup sensors. Wow.
Dude, that
ready?
color's sick.
You ready to show him?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
It's good with the
Oh yeah, it stands out so much more. Oh my god.
What's it feel like? Feels like paint.
It does.
That's so good.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Looks so good.
Cool.
Oh my god.
So the reason I didn't spray these, man, because even if I could spray in here and all, honestly, this little channel would have been a bitch. And if I spray paint them, these are so curved, I'm gonna heat and lay and possibly like pick it up, and it's just gonna most likely peel it, and it would just be a hassle. So I didn't want to order you mirrors because there's so many online. I didn't figure that you pick. There's like they look like they're just stock ABS plastic or whatever.
Yeah.
But at least then this will be black for me. You
Oh,
know?
I got
And
you.
then I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
wrap this orange.
I got
So if
you.
you want to just send them here,
Okay.
type of thing, I'll wrap them and bring them to you one day. They're not too bad to take off. You gotta pop the door panels off and all, but
Okay.
you know,
I didn't even notice that was silver until you touched it.
I didn't either.
it matches the rims right now at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably the best thing to do.
Okay.
Because, you know, that would suck if I spray paint them and then 100% when I go to wrap this around, even if I laid it first shot and then cut this, when I peel off that extra, it's most likely going to peel the spray paint, you know?
Yeah.
So I figured that's probably the best way to do it.
Okay.
Wow, this thing's awesome.
Damn.
You put the side wings on, right?
Yeah.
They look so good.
Yeah. They never stood out with the silver. They always just kind of like, I don't know. Now they pop out a lot.
Are you gonna do the vents black?
No. We were talking about that before. I actually got the kit to actually make them perfectly sized. You just put them all in one shot.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't like how much it made it stand out. It took away from like the rest of the car. So I didn't. I actually peeled them off.
Oh, you
I put them on and then I didn't like it, so I peeled it right off.
How you guys doing?
Good. No.
Jams too. Sick. Great. At least in your fenders, because there's like no gap in there,
Oh yeah.
and you would see silver. Sick.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So basically, I'm not going to torture you guys with the audio of these clips. I recorded it on site, but the wind noise was just horrendous, so I'm not going to torture you guys with that sound. So I'm just going to voice over the clip and just kind of point at random things here and look at my car and, hey, yeah, you know, yeah, what's up, guys? So, basically, the first thing that is my most common question is basically how much do car wraps cost? And, you know, when you go to, you know, when you go to try to get a estimate to try to figure out if you can even afford a wrap or not, or even if it's in your budget or whatnot, you go to these websites and you get a hold of these people and they tell you, hey man, why don't you come in and why don't you come get a quote, or why don't you come to the shop and we'll talk about it more, and this, that, and the other, and most people just don't really have time for that. So I feel like most people, it's so almost well hidden because these companies try to reel you in by getting you in the door first, that everything, they try to keep it a secret. But basically, I mean, this car, to get the whole car done, it cost me $2,500 to do the whole car, and to me, I think that's the perfect price for it. Probably in different parts of the country, it's going to be more or less. Um, People that live in the South tell me they can get their car wrapped for a little bit cheaper, but right about the New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, New York area, 25 is pretty common price, and it's a pretty good price considering where everything else kind of lands. It lands right in the middle where it should. Um, when you look at plasti dips and people talk about plasti dipping, I feel like that's kind of a fad that's kind of on the outward. Just because kind of you do these plasti dips and you dip your car, and it was popular for a little bit, but it dropped off just as fast because you realize that like these plasti dips don't really hold up very well. They are on the cheaper side, anywhere from $750 to $1,000. You could dip your whole car any color that you want. Um, you know, my brother had his Cobalt Plasti dip, and it was cool when it's first done, but you know, by the first year, the clear is losing its shine, and the dip is rubber, so I feel like it catches a lot of dirt from the environment, and it fades faster than anything. So dip it has its big flaws to it. And then when you look at wrapping your car, you're anywhere from, right about 2,500 is plus or minus depending where you're at, your location, and you you kind of get what you pay for in these instances. Um, you know, and then when you look at the third option is paint. Well, you gotta be a millionaire nowadays to paint your car, because these body shops, and I guess the cost of paint is kind of expensive, but these body shops, they'll rake you right over the coals for a paint job nowadays. So yeah, you're looking at anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 to get your car painted. So and that's with a friend. So it's really not. It was really just out of the question for me. Number two, how long do car wraps last? Well, in a short answer, car wraps last basically anywhere from 4 to 6 years. Now, you could go online and search that and all that, but there's a couple things to kind of know and understand when you look at those numbers. So, 4 to 6 years can be added or subtracted off of basically just how you take care of the car. I keep my car in a garage, so I'm hoping to see at least 6 years out of it. If you daily drive your car, things like that, uh, definitely going to be looking on the lower side. If it's always out in the sun, getting beat up, and then it depends on where you live, the temperatures it sees, especially the sun beating down on it, things like that. Now, one thing that you can do to help prevent any kind of the wrap getting beat up on or faded quickly, you can have the car ceramic coated. So ceramic coating will pretty much protect it from the sun and all that, salts, whatnot. Kind of help it last a little bit longer. One thing they really won't tell you online is that these wrap companies actually will warranty your vinyl based on how it sits on the car. So any flat vinyls are going to only have about a 3-year warranty because those get beat up the most. Anything on a angle, meaning like the top of the fender or anything like that that's on a slight angle, those are going to see basically, I believe it's about 5 years warranty. And then if it's vertically down, you're going to see almost 7 years, I believe it is. So it all depends. They warranty it basically how beat up or how much sun the wrap is going to get. Which leads me right into question number 3, which is how do you care or maintain for your wrap? Well, before you get it done, basically, you have to start with your prep work, making sure that your paint is nice and clean, making sure there's dents that are gone from out of there, kind of prepping it so that when you put the wrap on, it's going to lay flat, it's going to stick properly. When you drop that off to them, they're going to clean the car better than you cleaned it because they really got to get in all those crevices. They got to take trim off, they got to take your bumpers off, they got to, even if they can't take your trim off, they got to get in there with a brush and clean behind that rubber because they got stuff in there. And then when you get the car back, like I said before, you can ceramic coat it, help it last a lot longer. Cool thing about ceramic coating on a wrap, it should be super cheap because they don't have to paint correct, they can just ceramic coat it. I haven't ceramic coated mine yet, but I'm still planning on doing it very soon. And then, when you want to go wash it, make sure you only hand wash only. No pressure washing, and no machines on it. And lastly, number 4 is going to be, what are my options when I am done with the wrap? I'm done with the color, I'm ready to replace it, things like that. So basically, when you're ready to change it, what does it look like? Does it leave any residue, things like that? Is it hard to take off? From my understanding and from what had been explained to me, it really shouldn't be that hard to remove it. It should peel off just like a vinyl. Probably heat it up a little bit, get a little bit soft, and then you could kind of start to peel it off pretty easy. The cool thing about a wrap is that even if a car was leased or you wanted to trade it in later on, you weren't committed to that, so you could always peel it off and, just throw the vinyl away, and the paint underneath has basically been protected. So if anything, it definitely keep your front end from getting rock chips, things like that. And then you always have the option to do whatever you want later on. So, as my head is starting to get cut off because the tripod was slowly losing its levelness and dropping slowly, basically, the only other thing that I want to say is, besides that, those were basically the 4 top questions that I've been asked and that I was wondering when I went to go get my car wrapped. Those were the top questions that I had. So hopefully, it can help somebody else out and kind of inform a little bit more people, make it a little bit more common knowledge as far as wraps go. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Get Wrapped. They're in New Jersey, right around Englishtown area. His name's Steve, and just want to shout out him. And in case anybody is in that area, he did the whole wrap himself, and he did an amazing job. So I'm gonna put his Instagram name on there. So if you want to go look at his work, check him out. Other than that, I think that's going to be pretty much it. Any other questions, just drop a comment and I could try to answer it as best as I can. Other than that, I'm going to wrap the video up. If you like the video, please subscribe, like, and share it. And hopefully you can continue to make more videos for you guys. Appreciate the support. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later.